Good afternoon, everybody. Here we are again on Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock. I was about to say it's all really quiet over here, but then I heard some sort of power tools kicking off, but not here, not us. We're busy making stuff because, of course, we've got Crafters and Hobby Maker next week. Really looking forward to it. It's going to be a busy one. But yeah, in the meantime, we're going to have an hour just to settle down, chill out a little bit and do one of our little arty tiles here. So okay, we're on number 232, so already written in. And of course, if you feel that you need to eat an Easter egg whilst you're doing this, it's absolutely fine, but mine's sort of at home. To be honest, we never really did much about Easter eggs when I was younger, so it's not really a big thing for me, but I know it is for a lot of people. I always buy John one, so okay, here we are. So I've got a tile here. I've inked around it a little bit. I've used a little bit of black, actually, and a bit of like a rose gold. You might sort of see it on the ends a little bit. It does give a little bit of a hint of sparkle there. So, yeah, it doesn't really matter. You can use whichever you want. And, of course, ink it, don't ink it, stay traditional, whatever it is you want to do. So, are we ready for this then? Okay, what have I got with me? Regular pen, pencil, tortillon. I've got my white pen as well, my white pencil. And yeah, just keeping it simple. I've got some pastels in case I feel I need them. But again, use whatever you want to do. So let's make a start, shall we? I'm going to come in first with pencil. And I'm going to put in a few little lines just to sort of start me off a bit. I want the middle. So here we go. Let's find the middle. There we are, so about there. I say the middle, it's never very technical. It's always about. And just come on in and put in just a little square. And I've got John's ruler here. I could use one of those squares that's on that ruler. But that's downstairs in my box. So I'm going to just sort of sketch it. I'm not going to really need it seriously anyway. I can draw that with pen and stuff if I need to later. Oh, Rose, thank you. Yes, I hope you are as well. I'm fine. I think I sounded worse than I was. I was having a bit of a lost voice day, I think. But no, it's all good. It's okay. Little sort of a squarish shape in the middle. And then I'm going to bring my pencil in the middle and put myself a line almost to the end and down. And same this way. There we go. And if I turn it round, and then let's do the same this way. One there, one there. Okay. All right, so let's do the same. I'm going to turn it to this side now. And I want to do I'm going to do a line, but not so far into the corner this time. Maybe just a little shorter than the others. But again, we've done this in pencil, so you can switch it out when you need to in a short while. So, there we are. Same there. Oh, Lynn, hope you're feeling a bit better soon. I know there's a few of us suffering at the minute. Okay. Yeah, and Pam, founders, welcome. There we are. So we've got that kind of thing going on. All right. So, okay, where do we sort of go from here? I'm going to come in with my pen now. And I'm going to start with this line. Oh, shall I? Yeah, I'm going to put this line in pen, so then it's decided, isn't it? And I'm also going to put this little box in, this little sort of square shape in the middle. There we go. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Louise. Yeah, I'm feeling fine, but thank you for asking. Hope your mum's okay. We do think about her. And then I'm going to draw this one in as well. And this one. And then this one as well. Okay, so we've definitely got that in pen. So, okay, we're going to go from there. I'm going to bring this one in and let's have a look. Decisions to make. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Be brave. Now, this one, remember, was a little bit shorter than that one. Okay. Let's draw it in. Oh, time off over Easter? No. Don't think so. It's all fine. Okay, so we've got that all in pencil. Happy with that now. So what we're going to do now is we're going to imagine halfway along this line, maybe about there. And I'm going to draw this one down to join that one there. So if I turn it around, I'm going to do the same here. I'm about halfway. And then, so remember I'm going from that middle one that's on the flat all the time, down to this one. And then again from this one, from there down. There we go. Okay. If you've got that point, it's all easy from now on. It's just working out which one to do there, wasn't it? So now here, because this is a little bit shorter, it's going to come on in, but it's going to meet a little bit lower down. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same here, so it's going to join there. So I've got like a little triangle there as well. So if I extend that, I'm going to bring that line in. Now again, I could use a straight edge for this, but I think it's quite nice to... Okay. Now my arms are doing pretty well at the minute, you know. Of course, we've got Tommy in, although he's not in every day. And Dobby's quite excited that we've got a new guy, so that's all good. So everybody's sort of pulling their weight at the minute and all trying to impress, and it's all working really well. So yeah, it's all good. See, it's not quite met there. That doesn't matter. All right, got that kind of a shape then. Are we okay with that? Okay, I'm going to start then, I think, in the middle. Let's have a look. Oh, hi, Angela. No, I've not seen you in ages. Well, I heard from you anyway. I hope you're okay. Nice to have you with us. Let's put bubble in. All right. Let's going to bring in, we like these sort of lines that go around. And I'm going to join it here. And around. Join it here. And the same again, sort of here. And again. Oh, Nadia, thank you. It's, yeah, it's going to look fine. It's going to look fine. Certainly when we've put some shading and things in. Okay, let's have a look at this gap here now. I'm going to bring in 2 more lines just to break that up, see? And same again. Tracy, of course, we have Sanntangle. It's part of the remit of anybody working here, as they need to know about Harry Potter, of course, and of course he needs to be able to tangle, because of course if anybody comes to class and asks a question, he needs to be able to answer it. So, oh, Anne-Marie, no, what is it with all, we're all sort of dropping, aren't we? It's not good. But no, he does, he is learning to tangle. So far we've done a tile, and we've been working on the feather, but we've been sort of turning it into more of a peacock kind of feather rather than following the instructions exactly, so something a little bit different. Okay. So the tile posts I haven't swapped them yet. Do apologise. And I did put a post out just a little bit earlier. Despite we've had Tommy in for 2 days, and Leslie's been out moving, and of course it's Easter, so she's now off. So we've been a little bit short-staffed in a sense. I will look at getting them done and swapped tomorrow and get them in the post Monday. So I know there's no post being collected Monday, but at least they'll be in. So if you can bear with me for a little bit longer. I appreciate that. Okay, there's our first bit then. Now I'm going to leave that. I would usually put little lines in, but I'm not going to do that. And now I want to focus on this little shape here. So not the one that's got like the foldy bit, this bit here. And I'm going to come on in. Doesn't matter which way we're starting here. I'm going to come in with a curl with a bubble on the end. And then let's create that line all the way around, and then in there. See, it's just all the way around there. Of course, I think I'm gonna fill that in with ink. There we go. And I'm gonna do another one this way, round, create that little ball on the end, and then going round, that little aura there. Of course, let's fill it in. Rose? Okay, Dobby's not caught on yet, or else I think he'd be having some time off. I've not told him. Yeah. He could be he's been washing dishes all weekend, you know, making sure we've got cups of tea and coffee. So he's happy to be busy. There we go. See, I can fill that one as I go if I want to. I don't have to wait till that's been done. I can do it that way. But I know I quite like it, doing it like this, and then going around, and then filling it in. There we go. It's quite sort of dramatic, this one, isn't it? A lot of black in there. That's a little one, just sort of squeezing in that space. There we go. Fill it in. And another one here. Can you believe that? Well, April's sort of we're in the middle of April already. It's time's flying by, isn't it? Soon be summer. There we are. Okay, like that one. So I've got some little gaps, and again we can fill it with bubbles, we can leave it, we could or inside. I think that's what I'm going to do. Create this little shape in there. So whatever space you've got, see it's quite small, so a little bit in there. So let's go a little bit. There you go. They did say it was going to be nice this weekend, Jackie. You must have got the sun there. It's quite nice here too, actually. And, it's nice actually that we can have the door open. We don't have to keep it closed, or we've got windows here, so not like the last place. Okay. Turn it round. I'm going to do same on this one. So yeah, it doesn't matter which way you start. I think I'm going to start this way this time. I think, you know, because I've filled these bubbles with ink, I think I'm going to come in the middle here. And here we go. Look, put a bubble in there. There we go. And around we go again. And fill that one. And let's do another. And around again. And fill it in. Now, let's create another. Around we go. And fill it in. Oh, Louise, work, I know. Well, to be honest, I'm working too, so I hope you're getting a day off this weekend. Okay. We've got a couple of bits to do. A couple of surprises for next week, actually. Because there have been no sneak peeks or anything. I kind of like that. I kind of like making you all wait. But, been working really hard to get some different bits and pieces out, so we'll see. Okay, so you can go back and you can add another one or two if you want to. Well, I think I'm gonna fill this little spaces, and I've got, that's like a smiley face look, isn't it? With some little teeth in there, that would be lovely. And bringing that in there, a little bit in that one. And then sort of filling the space in. We're just following around those little gaps we've got there. And then again. Oh, Lynn, I thought that would pique your interest. So there's nothing wrong with your hearing, is there? Oh, I do have a couple of products actually new this week. Or next week come in. Anyway, one thing you've been asking for ages to match your other tile storage. And there's one thing that I've done for Crafters TV, which honestly I'm only going to do a certain amount of them, and then they're not going to be sold like that anywhere else. So if you see anything on Crafters on Wednesday that you like, you're not going to get it anywhere else, because I've done something specially for them, and I think it's nice. They've, you know, they gave me a little, you know, a little invite in her home when things were all going a bit crazy, weren't they, back in January? And I think it's nice to just say thank you and give them something that's a little bit exclusive just for them. So, don't know if any of you are going to be buying Sarah's book as well. I know she was talking yesterday about that coming out at the end of the month. So that should be an interesting read. And I can't be saying, Ruth. Can't be saying. So, but we're working on it. We're working on a few different things. So, I feel like Christmas next week. Christmas in April. See, so far, look. Oh, yeah, let's do another one. Now, of course, if you've done it on the different side, don't worry about it. You know, yours is just going to be a little bit different. But again, you can swap up this little design here. Oh, and then I do watch Crafters. It's on YouTube. So if you've got the internet, if you go on to that and type in YouTube and then Crafters TV, you can get it there. But they also go live on their Facebook page. So if you go on to Crafters TV on Facebook, you'll be able to see it there. You could also see it on my page. And I'm sure Chris will back me up with this if I'm saying anything wrong. I think it shows there as well because it's linked in. And then if you want to go onto their website, which is crafterscompanion.co.uk, I think it's shown on there as well. So there are a few different places. There we go. I think the nice thing about doing it on YouTube as well is the videos are on there for all the time. So any of the videos I've done before, so if you think about the I've done the lotus on there, I've done the dream catcher and the dragon, to name a few. I think the mandala as well. So if you've got those stencils and you need a little bit of a hand just to see how it was done, I actually demonstrated those on there and they'll still be there. Oh, Pam knows. I know it confuses some people, me being left-handed, but I know what you mean. Look at that. There we go. It's a sort of a bit of movement, isn't there? Okay, so let's have a look at this then. I'm going to sort of work on these two together, and what I want to do is bring in a line down here and down there. Now just bear with me here, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it and I'm going to work on this side as well. Oh, we're having a kitchen type thing replacement middle of May, well, second week of May hopefully. Anyway, should be interesting. So let me know how yours goes, Bev. Okay, now here, let's just go this way. What I'm going to do is make this a little bit narrower. So you see, it definitely doesn't join there. The same this side. There we go. So it's sort of a little bit offset. And then here, a little bit smaller, so it's a little bit offset. And then the same there. Okay, so I don't want them to sort of be the same on purpose. It gives that impression like it's going to start folding over. So I'm going to work with this one now. Let's have a look. And I'm going to use this line as my guide. I'm going to create a grid here. There we go. All right. So this bit, I'm going to slightly offset it. So instead of drawing a line here, I'm going to slightly move it to an angle and draw this one at a slight angle. See? Okay, so let's do that again. Working on this side, I'm going to go from this line here and I'm going to create my vertical lines going downwards there. and then turn it at a slight angle, and here I'm going to do some lines slightly offset. Okay, now this one. I've just had John's just sneaked in. He's on the hunt for chocolate. Oh, sweets. And then slightly offset, and then at a little bit of an angle. And same again. There's those verticals. And slightly offset for those. So we've got that kind of thing going around. So I'll work now on this side here. I'm going to bring in, I'm going to not join it there on purpose. I want to create a grid. So let's make sure they join there. There we go. Okay. And then this bit that I've offset slightly, I want to create a grid. You see how it's like slightly moved there? Okay. Oh, Rose, the Easter Bunny's already visited John. He's already got an Easter egg. I think that's one thing we always buy. Well, I would buy him. So, I don't really mind. I've never been much of a chocolatey person, so I don't mind. Okay, so you get this sort of odd shape there. So into the next one. And bring it there. And just creating my little grid space there. And of course, into this one. So I don't want them to match there, I want them to be different. Oh, Pam, I don't know. It might be if you might try and hold it a little bit less pressure, maybe. Or if it's a bit scratchy, if it's a new one, and it could be, you know, if you find it's not working so well, just let me know and I'll send you a replacement. Sometimes they do that. Okay, so here we go. We've got that kind of sort of shape going on there. So I'm going to come a little bit larger now. And what I want to do here is create that little square kind of shape in between, sort of like a little fixer in between each of these lines. So you can go as large or as small as you like with them. See, they're just on the end there, so they're going to go part way. And just work my way around, creating these little shapes. I missed one there. You could draw little dots if you wanted to as well, you don't have to. But, you know, you don't have to use the same shape as me if you don't want to. Everybody's different, so if you want to do something a little bit change, it's fine. And then let's do the same here. So you see, it just sort of follows the angle, but looks a little bit different. Okay. And then you're just going to see a little bit there, maybe. And then there. It's like that, pens like this particularly, they're very, very fine nib. So you just have to ease off it a little bit, because if you're careful, the nib can get pushed in, and then you sort of see how you've got the nib and then the little bit of sort of silver there. If your nib pushes in, then you're sort of pressing on the silver section, and that can scratch onto your paper. But it takes a little bit of practice, I know, but we need something quite fine that's going to give you that you know, opportunity to put some detail in. But you know, if it's not the pen for you, then there are others on the market. You can actually get plastic nibbed pens that will give you a similar look. And you know, it doesn't matter then if you press on with them, you're not going to damage the nib. So they are the same as this, but you do a search for what they call a PN, nib. It'll say PN on them, so that's quite nice. I don't have one here. I don't think that I could show you. All right. There we go. Just working my way around and adding these little sort of square shapes in there. And, working sort of in a bit of a logic format now, rather than a bit random and just choosing any. There we go. Oh, bad. Honestly, it's not a tricky one, this. It's just, like I say, if you've missed a step, you know, doing this grid, we slightly offset it when we did the one. It's just I want to sort of have a distinction between one sort of our sections and the other, so we angled it slightly, but you'll work it out to be fine. It's taking my time. Okay. Now I know there's been one absolute massive clue to something for next week that nobody's picked up on yet. Not even Chris. Wonder what that could be. There we go. So you just sort of keep working those little shapes there. And, same on this side. It's quite nice, isn't it? I like the distinction there of these little sort of shapes. Now, depending on how sort of large yours are, it might be. Let's have a look at that first. Here we go. Look at that. There we go. I'm going to put a little cross in the sort of the middle of these shapes here. See. Now, if you want to go all the way across like so, and then all the way across, so you're doing a few at a time, you can do that. Or if you want to just do one at a time. I don't want to sort of lose myself, so maybe I'll do just a few. I just want to keep an eye on what I'm doing. I'm just putting a cross in each one of those little sort of squares. We go just to make it up a little bit there. It's changed it a little bit, hasn't it? And same with this one. So see there, we're gonna. So you can do one at a time like this if you want to. There we go. So you can sort of keep track of where you're going. There we are. Just in little bits. Okay. Let's do this one. I couldn't possibly, on the grounds that I like to keep you guessing. I think actually Chris and I have come up with a bit of a competition for you for next week as well, so something to look forward to. I've got to decide what I could use as the prize. So we're going to have a quick chat about that. Because I'm going to be doing some miles next week, I think, out and about in different places. There we go. Okay. Should be interesting. There we go. I think Leslie's going to be here working next week as well. So we're going to let Tommy go to Crafters TV so he can sort of have a bit of an experience of life over there and see how all things work. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a nice week. Busy but nice. I like it that way. Oh yeah. You see, if you sort of think, oh, I'm going to get lost with them, then do it individually like this. Doesn't matter how long it takes, it's fine. There. going that way. It's quite nice actually, just working with these lines, just to get them working around there. And this one. There we go. Yeah, I quite like doing it this way, rather than sort of following the whole grid and doing it all at once. This is quite nice. Just taking my time. Of course, if you wanted to, you could put another square in the middle there and extend it a little bit. I'm going to have a look and see what I think. I haven't decided yet. There we go. And then so last bit here. It's all very grid-like at the minute, isn't it? I know we don't do many grids, I know, so it's quite nice to do that, but I think we just need to break it up a little bit. Christine, there is going to be a tile swap. Yes, there is. It's third Monday of the month. So yeah, I'll be doing one. Okay, looks a little bit busy at the minute, but I kind of like that. I am going to break it up a bit around the outside. I'm going to bring in some of my little curves with little bobbles on the end. And there we go. Just sort of around that border. And see where that takes us. Just sort of one or two. You don't want them all going the same way or following the same rules. You can have a little bit of an angle. Things there. Yes, I don't want them all to bend in the same direction. So you see, I think I'll work from the middle out each time. Maybe a couple of little ones there. Maybe I don't know. Work them around. Got a little bit of a design going on there. So here we go with these little shapes there. Okay. And, no rush with these, just sort of enjoy them. And then we might. Oh, trees, no, don't worry about it. We haven't even shaded it yet. Once you've shaded it, everything will put itself into context, I'm sure. So, you just want to break it up a little bit around the edge here. And of course, you know, once you've got the main shape that we did, you can put any tangle in that you want. It's just I've chosen just the two here. You can mix it up however you like it. If all else fails, you could always colour, you know, some of these boxes in with black ink and then go over the top with white, or you know, change the design that way a little bit. So don't give up on it. There's always something you can do with it. Even if you cut out the middle, use that as a tiny tile and do something around the edge. Don't give up on it. There we go. All right, just a few more, and I think we'll start looking at. Okay, we can do a little bit of shading. I do what you mean. We all have days like that. Okay. So I'm going to come in with my pencil. And here we go. Let's have some shading around the middle there. And then around the top section. Sort of, don't need to be too neat about it. Alright. And then I'm going to put some quite heavy. Oh,